Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Backroad Banter with Bubba Hyde. Excited for y'all to be here. I got a couple things to talk about today. First thing is fishing. Um, did not do very good last weekend when I went. I went on Saturday night and did not have any luck until about 7 o'clock. I caught a 1.5, 2 pound bass. But it was similar situations as last week whenever I had a bunch of fish chasing my lure all the way to the bank, um, but nothing would actually commit, and it drove me nuts. I threw a bunch of different lures again and tried everything I could think of to get a reaction out of the fish, but nothing happened. Um, but finally, about 7 o'clock, I was throwing a Ned rig and had a good solid bite, and it was 1.5, 2 pound bass. Um, but it wasn't nothing fancy, and I fished again. I fished till probably 8 o'clock, and nothing. I mean, nothing happened. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just that bad of a fisherman, and pond fishing has just spoiled me. Um, but I had nothing else. I didn't have a bite from nothing else. Before I moved to the spot where I caught that fish was because it was off like some rocks and it was like a little deeper right there. But I had been fishing where I could see like it was kind of rocky, but it was like small pebble rocky, sandy kind of. And so I was fishing where I was when I was fishing there. I had seen all the bait fish and everything in the water like I had before, and small post spawn fish, but nothing would commit, and I just couldn't get nothing to take a bite out of my lure, and I was trying to throw the sauciest stuff I had, uh, the best looking. I mean, like trying to make it look like come eat me, but nothing until I put a Ned rig on, and I mean I had a Ned rig on, but I didn't even have nothing. I had a whole bunch of small fish, biting at the tail of it, but nothing substantial enough to actually take it and uh, take it all the way and be able to catch it. Um, but it's hot right now too. Now, not then. Yeah, Saturday when I went, it was probably 85. Was a high. It cooled off a little bit while I was out there, but not a lot. Um, but now it's a lot hotter. It's upper 90s, close to 100. Heat index is 115, significantly different than a week, 2 weeks ago, weather-wise. So I don't know if I'm gonna get out and go do much fishing um, until it does cool off some. But uh, I did get to talking about hunting last weekend on Sunday, so that's pretty fresh in my mind. I've also been like reading into some of the different rules and regulations here in Missouri because there are a few things different here than there was in Oklahoma, where I am originally from and I had hunted for many years. But the biggest difference for me personally is going to be hunting public land instead of private land. That's something I have not done before, and I haven't really had to, I guess, necessarily. I've just been blessed enough to have private land to hunt on back home in Oklahoma, so I didn't have to deal with other hunters out there besides my dad, or if I had invited somebody to come with us, or just the abundance of the unknown, I guess, of the private land is one thing that's like kind of like concerning for me, I guess. Just not knowing what's going to be out there without like having cameras set up like I would have on all my private land um, before. And then another thing is not being able to bait deer with corn uh, or other like mineral supplements that are flavored. I guess that's another big thing that's different here compared to there. Because before, whenever I would be hunting, I would just put deer corn out in front of my deer stand or my blind or whatever, and that'd be my attractant to get those deer to come to that spot. I hunted on a bunch of wheat fields, or by a bunch of wheat fields, more or less. So I would there was a wasn't a lot of coverage. There's a lot of wide open fields, and so I would have to try to get those deer to come in to the best like spot I had to be able to shoot. Uh, but up here, there's a tons of trees, heavily wooded, and which is going to make it fun and make it interesting bow hunting wise, because I'm very excited to do bow hunting um, up here, and so that's going to be a learning curve, I reckon, for me. But it's also going to be a lot of fun. Being able to do a lot of walking, a lot of hiking through the trees and the hills. Um, but I know there's big deer up here. I've seen them firsthand from Colton. He has a pretty nice buck, 140-inch deer that he shot here on public land. Actually showed it to me. It would be by the lake, the Corps of Engineers land where I would most likely be going and hunting. So that gives me hope. Um, he said he would help me through figuring it all out too, which is nice because it's like I said, it's new to me. So it's good to have him in my back pocket, be able to help me and point me in the right directions. You know, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong, give me pointers for all that, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to get some of those hunts on camera too, even if I don't shoot anything. Just the experience of it, because some people haven't experienced that kind of thing. They may be interested in it, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. Talk to him about some turkey hunting too, because he's real heavy into that, and might try to get on some turkey. It would be fun to shoot one with a bow. Uh, don't know if I get to shoot one with a bow because I'll definitely take my shotgun uh, and try to get one with a shotgun. But I'm gonna try to do some turkey hunting, which is exciting because I haven't done it. Because back home, there wasn't really a abundance of turkey in the area where I hunted, so I never really got a chance to go turkey hunt. I mean, every once in a while you'd hear them gobble, and um, but you never just like seen them like you do around here. It seems like um, could be the area, truthfully, but I mean that's just it's exciting to be able to go check something off the list of things I haven't been able to go hunt. Also, getting excited about duck hunting. Duck hunting is something I would back home whenever I just really wasn't having any luck deer hunting. I pretty much strictly went duck hunting, and that was uh, some of the most fun you can have hunting. And so I'm gonna be doing some research into what are the rules and regulations about duck hunting on the lake and Corps of Engineers land, and seeing if there's other places to go on the river, or if I can get in contact with somebody that has private land to be able to duck or deer hunt, or just hunt in general. I also like predator hunting, so if I can get out and go shoot some coyotes and do some stuff like that, that'd be a lot of fun too. But as for duck hunting, I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do it yet. If I'm just going to end up going back home to all my buddies that have private land to hunt on, or if I'm going to, I'd like to attempt to duck hunt here in Missouri, um, but not the unknown of how to do it. That's just a matter of me having to do the research, which I haven't done the research on that yet. It's coming. I just haven't actually dove deep into it. I've also thought about contacting the Missouri Department of Wildlife, and just asking them directly, just so I can know for sure and know that I'm not going to be doing the wrong things and break any type of laws. Because that's the last thing I want to do is break any laws where I can get in trouble. Even if it's out of ignorance of just not knowing the law, I'd rather be up to date on all the rules and regulations. for up here. Um, Eventually, I'd like to get my lifetime hunting and fishing license up here, so I don't have to worry about buying tags. Like, because I have one in Oklahoma, and moving did not lose that. And now I'm a resident here in Missouri. I can buy a Missouri lifetime hunting and fishing license, which is awesome. Um, they are very expensive up front, but they pay themselves off um, in just a few short years. And you don't have to worry about getting your tags. The only thing you actually have to get is your federal duck stamp and your HIP permit, which usually, like in Oklahoma, the HIP permit was free, and federal duck stamp is like $25. Um, so you're looking at about $25 a year that you still have to spend, which isn't a bad deal. So that'll be really something I look forward to getting because I got my Oklahoma lifetime hunting and fishing license for a graduation gift from my parents, and just in the few short years that I've had it is paid itself off significantly. Um, in the 5 years I guess I've had it, um, is significantly paid itself off, and so even if I move, even if I don't live here in Missouri for a long time, I won't ever lose that, so I'll be able to come back and forth to Missouri, Oklahoma, and hunt and fish. Um, you can either stay with the lifetime, so which is really cool. It makes me want to move and live in different states for like a year just so I can stay there, be a resident, get a lifetime hunt and fishing license in those states as well. But it'd probably be more expensive to do that than buying a tag or whatever species I want to hunt or fish. Uh, if I want to fish, just get a. Most states sell daily um, non-resident fishing licenses, or you can buy it for a certain amount of days, which is nice. I think I actually did that when I first got up here because I didn't want to buy a non-resident year because it was like $50, 40 something, $50, and then but a residence was $13. So I was like, well, I'll just buy every time I want to go fishing. I'll just buy a non-resident, which was still like 10 or $15. But doing that the couple times I went before I actually became a resident uh, was still significantly cheaper than being a non-resident and then becoming a resident, and so it just didn't make no sense to me either. And it was super easy to get the. You had to actually submit your hunter education stuff to Missouri from Oklahoma to Missouri's Department of Wildlife to be able to even purchase your hunting tags. So that wasn't too hard. I just had to get on there, and I lost my hunter education card a long time ago, but it pretty much follows you your number. So I just got on there, got on the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife's website, was able to get that, and uh, get the number, submit it. Now I can get all my hunting tags and licenses that I need in Missouri, which is nice. That I don't have to stress about going through a whole bunch of different things to get that. But super excited for this upcoming hunting season, and even doing some fishing in the fall is going to be a lot nicer because it's not going to be as hot. I hate the heat with a passion, and I have never had a job where I worked inside, so I've always worked outside, and then the heat sucks. A lot of y'all probably also work outside in the heat, and y'all know my pain. So whenever it gets cooler, it's going to be a lot better all around for work and for hunting and fishing. Um, and these lakes are beautiful up here, and it's just going to be nice hunting them in the fall. It's going to be beautiful on the lake anyway because all the trees, leaves changing colors. Definitely looking forward to that. But definitely looking forward to being able to get a deer and some ducks and some maybe a turkey this year. I haven't really gotten to go deer hunting in 2 years, and so it's kind of sucked. It's or fishing. I haven't got to go fishing in the same amount of time um, until I moved here and got a new job and stuff. So it's definitely going to be nice to get back out and do it, um, just because I haven't had that time out in nature. And 9 times out of 10, it's not about the hunt, uh, or not about killing. It's about the hunt. Getting there, getting to that. It's something rewarding about being able to go and put in a lot of effort and work to be able to harvest an animal and be able to bring it home, clean it, quarter it, and then process it, then eat off of it. It's very rewarding being able to do that. So definitely looking forward to doing that again. And I've seen a lot of new recipes that I want to try to cook with wild game, especially duck. I've seen some stuff from Stone from uh, the Duck Call Room podcast. I've seen some duck fingers that he has cooked, and I definitely want to try cooking some stuff that he's cooked, because he is freaking good at cooking some wild game. Because it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to cook wild game without it tasting gamey. But it's very doable. It's very. I've done it with deer. If I cooked you deer and you didn't know it was deer, you'd think it was another red meat beef, and so it would be. It's all about how you process it and prepare it to make it not taste bad. So looking forward to being able to just cooking with it. Um, I don't have any fish to cook because I never catch enough to where I just want to bring it home and clean it, and then I only catch 3 or 4 every time I go fishing. So I guess if I would have kept them all, I would have had some decent amount of fish, I guess, to cook. But I'm gonna try to get with my friend Colton, do some crappie fishing, and maybe get some crappie cleaned, and be able to cook those. Probably put those on the channel. I have a really nice, fun way that I like cooking fish. I do it with store bought fish. Some people like it, some people don't. Me and my lady like it, and so I have a way I cook the fish, and it's really good and crunchy and crispy. Oh, it's so delicious. Um, so probably gonna try to do that too. Try to get on some crappie this fall, which I've never just gone strictly crappie fishing or like bass fishing, or I have went striper fishing one time. No luck with my friend Dane and some of our friends for his bachelor party. Had a better chance of catching a cold in the middle of July than we did a striper, which sucked because we didn't catch anything. But it's all about the camaraderie. Dan's been getting ready to get married, and it was his last sayonara with the boys before he signed that life sentence with his old lady M. So, but I never just go fishing for one species. I go out there to catch fish. I mean, obviously targeting bass majority of the time, but like you catch some walleye here in Missouri at this lake over here. There's a walleye, and which is a great fish. If I can go catch some walleye and cook, that's good. That would be amazing. My old lady did catch some. She caught like 4 really nice walleye. Honestly, should have kept them, but I did not know the length requirement when we caught them. Then, like, I don't know, an hour after we had already caught those and hadn't caught any more, the game warden came and checked our stuff and then told me the length. I think it's 15 inches minimum, and he ended up cutting a stick for me for 15 inches and did not catch another walleye after that. I think she caught like 4 or 5 before that. But it looks big enough. But I was like, I really don't know what the rules and regs are for length. I was like, and I didn't have no service out there, so I just had to throw him back. Because even whenever he come and was like checking for my fishing license and her fishing license, I was like, sir, it's on my phone, and I honest to God don't have service. Luckily, he was able to pull it up with my social and stuff, so it made it a lot easier. And super nice guy. I don't even remember his name. Super nice guy, and that's why I always make sure to have everything legit, 100%. Like all my licenses, all my tags. I want to be doing everything by the book, because these game wardens, they'll get you, and if you're slacking just a little bit, they will cut you a fat ticket. But if you're not, and you're doing everything by the book, and you're doing everything you're supposed to, and picking up your trash. That was one thing. He was like, hey, make sure you just don't leave any trash. If you pick up they are going to be the nicest guys in the world to you. All law enforcement's like that, but game wardens, I fear those a little bit more than majority of other law enforcement officers. But uh, yeah, getting ready for hunting season. It's gosh, just a couple months away, I guess, a month away from uh, like dove season and stuff. I doubt I'll do any dove hunting, uh, but it's right around the corner, um, and super excited about that. Then hopefully it'll cool off and be able to do some more fishing. Even if it doesn't cool off, I might have to get up early one morning and go try to catch some fish. Gonna try to do that, maybe. But yeah, well, that's my spiel for this week. Thank you for coming and watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want to hear me talk about anything specific or have any questions or comments on anything. Love to hear from you, and just want to thank you for your support and thank you for watching.